NCRP Productions presents Catalyst Game Labs, Shadowrun, 6th Edition, Season 3, Episode 1.
So after waiting seems like a small eternity for your guest to arrive, Jelly, you get a loud, knuckled knock at your door.
I look to Svetlana. Does she go and open the door?
She looks at you.
I get up, and I'll walk over, pull open the door, and go back to my desk. I'm in the middle of some case files.
Okay. So Svetlana's going to look up and go, I think he's here to see you, sir.
Jesus, Svetlana, what do I pay you for? I'll look over the door. What? What do you want?
Hello. My name is Patrick Baker. LT told me to come and see you.
Oh. You're a big son of a bitch. Okay, come sit down, and I'll move some, cases for you to sit on this little teeny tiny chair.
So walking in, you're a troll, obviously, but can you describe yourself, what you look like?
Very large, darker skinned, horns that kind of go up and back around his skull.
The horn rows?
He's bald. Okay. And he's got, you can see, protrusions from his skin and stuff from just being a troll.
Any obvious cyberware?
You can tell he's augmented, but he doesn't have anything, sticking out of him. And, obviously when he walks, it's very heavy.
Okay. This is not a well-made building, so I'm all the,
kind of like John Coffey.
And he's kind of wearing, shaggy clothes, trying to, dress nice.
Okay.
The taqueria downstairs with the broom. Bang, bang, bang. Hey, knock it off up there!
Okay, yeah. Well, there's a really cheaply made, hotel chair sitting in front of a desk that's full of towering files and paperwork.
He's going to come in and look at the chair and just...
I don't think this chair can hold me.
Svetlana looks puzzled at you, like she doesn't know what to do.
Can you please go file that paperwork?
So, right away, and she walks out the front door.
How did you meet LT?
He just kind of found me in a fight. That's what I do. I fight, and he saw. I don't really remember. I think he was in trouble, and I helped him.
That sounds like LT. Well, he said he recommended you, which he doesn't normally do. So that means something to him. Have you done any jobs before?
I've done lots of jobs, mostly just bodyguards. People have hired me to go and hurt other people, just, they see me and they go, like you said, you're a large son of a bitch. And then, I go and I hurt them. So.
Are there any people, creatures that you won't hurt?
Not really, no.
Good, okay, that's positive. And, how old are you, kid?
I am, 29.
I think I have a pair of shoes older than you.
Probably.
We do deal with some pretty intense stuff. We tango with some danger.
That's fine with me. I love danger.
What does that mean?
The bigger the fight, the better I do. I kind of live for it. Let's just say my father wasn't a nice man.
Traumatic backstory. Okay. Do you have any ties to Ass Technology or Green War?
No.
Good answer. Okay. Well, we can start you off with a slow pitch. I won't say our rates are competitive. Do you have a salary range you're looking for?
No.
We can give you stock dividends in the event that we ever do end up with stocks or dividends, but that's down the line.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really know what any of that means.
Good.
So,
that's also a good answer.
Yeah, I don't know, give me enough to eat would be nice.
What exactly do you eat?
Food?
Oh, okay. It's a fair question.
Are you a vegetarian?
No.
Okay.
That's Svetlana.
I usually just live with my mom or on the streets.
LT mentioned that you lived with your mom.
Yeah.
Is she also a troll?
No, she's a wonderful lady.
That must have been a surprise for her.
It was a surprise for both my parents.
And your relationship, is there on the net, is there any kind of links between you? Anyone could hold her for hostage? In the event that she was held for hostage, which way would you kind of pivot? Team mom?
What are you asking?
In the event that your mother is held hostage by a nefarious person and you had to kill the whole team to save her life, where are we landing on that?
Well, it would have been nice knowing you, I guess.
I'll kill you all.
I like the honesty. That's a bonus. Okay, well, I
My
mean,
mom.
fair enough. Whatever. We'll see. We'll have you. Well, I'll contact you if you want to ping me some of your info, and then I'll reach out to you when we have a job.
Okay, do you have a pen and paper?
No.
Oh.
You're standing in an office. There's no pen and paper here.
Do you? You can just share.
You guys have comm links.
Yeah.
So everyone's got your standard. It's like your basic standard cell phone. So you guys can exchange numbers. You know?
I picture them like mine Blackberries.
Could be. You know, everything's
Not
connected
everyone
wirelessly,
has
but not everybody
headwear,
has
though.
that headwear. Yeah.
It's mine Blackberries. Or Blackberries are kind of dated now. It's a mind phone.
BlackBerry came back in the 2050s.
Yeah.
That would make sense if you're an old elf.
I
You're like a
am.
mind blackberry.
Where's my iPhone?
It's like a mind pager.
Mine's built in. I don't know what they're talking
I
about.
don't know what you guys are doing, but I got dial-up already, and
Where's the jack? I gotta plug in to get my messages.
You want me to type in your phone number and something? No, just
Okay, I could do that. Maybe my mom will help me with that. Yeah, I get it.
okay, I'm just gonna drop you my law office's contact information.
Thank you.
Okay, that's enough now. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to have me come in here. I will go now.
Yes, close the door on your way out.
Okay.
I got the sense that you were standing in the doorway the whole time.
Yeah.
I felt like, it was kind of like that interviewing like Nick Nolte late in his career, like see if he could still act,
Yeah, Nick Nolte.
You
That
ever
guy.
heard, like in Trog Thunder, he's like, hey, he has that girl,
he's getting a lot of work as cartoon characters lately.
Yeah, really? That's awesome. Good old Nick.
I can imagine that voice is sought after for cartoons.
Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sunday in the Shadows. Welcome back to Sunday in the Shadows, I should say. We are playing Shadowrun 6th Edition, and for all those lucky listeners out there, you get to hear a group of friends sit around a table, roll dice, and play Shadowrun. Welcome, and we'll kick things off right away, and we'll introduce our players and characters, starting with Josh over here.
Hello, everybody. This is Josh. I play Nomad, the Elven Covert Ops Specialist.
Hello, my name is Roberto. I play Patrick Baker, the Troll.
Hey, this is Barry. I'm running, as always, MF, your physical adept.
Hey everybody, it's Pedro. I am running Hot Hands, the Hermetic Mage.
Hi, it's Sequoia, and I'm running Jelly, the elf, the face of the group.
So just a brief recap of where we left off. Currently, you guys are utilizing Jelly's law office as kind of a base of operations after coming out of the blighted Cal-Free state on a job that, well, varying degrees of success and failure probably, have been experienced. And you're dealing with a few things. You've recently gotten your doc contact from the morgue,
Marty.
local morgue, to have Marty work on Nomad's head tracker, and you got that pulled out of his brain. You got MF, who's been afflicted by some type of virus, most likely the Krieger ghoul strain, and he's what's the word for it? Showing signs of infection. And Hot Hands is studying spell formulas. And LT is at his hangar with the helicopter and has referred Patrick, as he later on extends a story to you about how he was pinned down by Charlie and Patrick came to his aid.
Which could mean anything to LT.
It could be a stuffer shack incident.
He could have been like actually being shot at. He could have been like in a fight at a restaurant. We'll
Bones
never
all over the
know.
sky.
Television.
Yeah, right. So that's where we start here in the office of Jelly. What's Jelly's last name? What's your legal, outward, world-facing legal name?
Seamus Nigel T. Hale III.
Seamus Nigel T. Hale III's law offices.
Yes. And business is never good, but it's middling.
Okay, all right. So we've crossed over to that next month. Everyone's paying a month of their lifestyle. We have various lifestyles around the table. And I know that Jelly's spent some time kind of collecting information and, kind of from your guys' travels in the Cal-Free State and all the things you encounter there. So you guys have this kind of agglomeration of different thoughts and ideas that you've placed on one of those big walls, like the FBI have. They put all the pictures and they write everything.
Yarn.
The war room, basically, that you have in your law office. Well, that's where we'll
It's
begin.
just the wall of my kitchen and my upstairs flat.
Right, because you basically have living quarters upstairs and the offices
Right,
downstairs.
that also now currently has Nomad inside of it as well on the pull-out couch.
Upstairs, right?
Upstairs.
So am I in there now or am I not there?
You're currently not there. Right now, we've got Jelly and Nomad there. And what do you envision MF doing?
Working like crazy at the lab. I mean, last I knew, I'm losing my sight due to cataracts across my eyes. I don't know at what level the infection has gotten to, but I've got black striations down both arms, across the chest. Last we heard, it's moving up the face. So
Right.
That's going to be up to you as to where I am. If I'm in a hospital, if I've gotten anywhere, if I was able to get a hold of the other tech that I was working with, the other leader that I was working with from Evo, maybe she had something to do with it. I don't know. That's going to be up to you.
All right. So you envision spending some some time trying to combat this affliction?
That is literally all I've been doing. I haven't done
Okay.
any of the other things I was supposed to do.
All right, so in your research, you give me basically like a legwork roll. Go and give me a intuition and logic roll. See how much information you're able to capture.
Jelly is bitching at Nomad about leaving his bowl in the sink again.
So I've got 3 successes.
All right. So you find out that through your research that, because you just spend some time looking at different data points on the matrix, and you find that Dock Wagon, when they go to extract their patients or their clients out of certain areas, they do have to carry with them 0-cell serums for people that may have been infected that can help counteract the exposure to the strains of the HMVV, the
Sure,
ghoul
but I
virus.
mean, if we probably bypass the golden hour and day and
You
month
bypass
by
the
now.
golden hour, but you get a sense that it may be worth reaching out to them to find out if there's a way for more advanced cases, something that are they able to reverse it, or maybe stem cells, or who knows what, something that might be able to reverse that.
And we already had decided, at least the group had, whether you as the game master had made that decision. We as the group were already curious because it is working way slower in me
Right.
than it has worked in anyone that I've ever seen in any case that I've looked into.
Right.
So
Typically,
there's
the strain
something
really
weird going
fast
on.
acting, but you're also awakened. So that may have something to do with it. But that's what you come up with in your research.
And how far do you envision my vision is gone? I mean, am I completely blind? Is it?
You're wearing, you're not completely blind. You're having troubles. You're
So I'm always going to be in bright rooms when I'm trying to read
right.
new stuff.
You're wearing magnification glasses, things like that, and you get headaches. You get fatigued a lot quicker. Just because simple reading puts a strain on you.
Okay.
So and you watch, you can see the black streaks that have crept up, the inside of your forearms and kind of up the base of your neck a little bit, and you get really lethargic. Your appetite is starting to change. You started when you used to eat meat, and now when you eat cooked meat, it just tastes like you're sucking on a penny or a 9-volt battery or something. It just doesn't taste good to you at all. It's starting to become repulsive. Your sense of smell is a lot more sensitive than it used to be. And that's about all that you felt, other than just being generally tired.
Have I had any luck talking to other people within the industry about it? I mean, I have to be somewhat covert in talking about it, but things like Ziri, who was the other director that I had spoken to a while ago before we left Seattle. Did I have any luck getting a hold of her? Is she even still around?
You try and get a hold of Ziri, but you have not gotten a response back yet. All the things that you've gotten off of data points on the Matrix, the general consensus is if you get infected, you're screwed.
Right.
Right. Go and find yourself a nice condo in a ghoul nation somewhere and live happily ever after. You haven't found a lot of success stories of the effects being reversed.
I mean, I'm willing to look crazy wide. I'm willing to look, for example, into Azatlan, see if there's anything down that direction.
Okay.
At this point, I know what happens next, so I'm willing to do leeches and bloodletting as an attempt to get somewhere. So crossing that border, that Azatlan border, does not really scare me at this point.
All right.
Plus, I've got Jelly as far as contact as well.
Okay. And do you have any other contacts?
So the contacts I envisioned originally, what I was supposed to do was I was supposed to talk to Mimi Tulum, who's the reporter, see what potentially valuation we'd have for some of the stuff we have.
Okay.
But instead, I'm going to kind of hit her up in hopes that she's heard or talked to somebody. Even National Enquirer level stuff. I want to see if anybody has any information about somebody coming out of this, a way to reverse it, etc.
What's her connection rating?
Connection rating is 3.
3. Okay.
And so with LT, what is there a difference between what happened to him and what's happening to you? Didn't LT get
So the answer
cool-fied
is, in game, I don't know. Out of game, the answer is, could have been, we didn't let it go that far because you made a deal with
That's right.
the other side, and he was just fine.
All of a sudden, he was fixed.
He didn't get better.
He was fixed.
fine.
So
One-time cure.
privately, Jelly would have tried to reach out to the entity that he spoke with,
Ooh.
and he would see if he would appear if Jelly tried to summon him.
Okay. So
Yeah, a couple things.
yeah, in the time that that you've taken, these, it's been 10 days, right?
In those
You know,
10 days, at some time in the middle of the night, he would have sat in his room and tried.
Been 10 days since you've seen me getting way worse, right?
Right. Yes. 10 days since MF walked in and said, "Guys, there's something wrong with me." So you try and do some communion or something. Nothing really happened. So while you were out though one day, you did notice something. Your intuition kind of the hairs on your neck kind of stood up, and you looked over across the busy street, and you saw a certain individual just captured your attention that you were fixed on for a moment, and you felt like, for some reason, could that be the individual that stepped through the portal that day? It doesn't look like it. Looked like a very nondescript, middle-aged man, but for some reason the thought came like, what if they're in disguise and they're now all of a sudden the possibility of how many of them are out there already, and what are they doing, and what are they looking for? Because you remember in your conversation with that entity that they were looking for knowledge, and they were they were looking to observe and obtain knowledge.
I do remember. Yeah, probably the first time I wouldn't approach, but the second time I'd be trying to talk to that.
You've only seen it one time.
Yeah, okay.
So, your contact, MF, your reporter, lets you know that, it's kind of a long shot, but I know this, for lack of a better term, I know this voodoo priestess that lives out of Baton Rouge.
Is no problem. I go.
I don't.
Is way to get contact?
I could put you into contact with her.
Yes.
But I don't. I know that they dabble in weird rituals and things like that, and and I've heard things about them doing rituals in the night that affect things like ghouls and
This is person you know, or person you hear?
Well, somebody I interviewed a couple years back.
Yes. I would take.
She seemed to be an esteemed member of that voodoo community, but outside of that, I don't know. I probably can't trust him any further than I can throw him. But I can get you into contact with her.
I can throw many people, many distance. Yes, contact. Yes.
Okay, I'll get you the number, and then I'll let you, do what you can from there, So
Thank you.
All right. So you get a message on your comm link, it says, "Big Mama Dip."
Hell yeah.
Right, and a number.
Okay. So I'm gonna switch over immediately and call in with Jelly.
Okay. Jelly, you get a phone call.
It's Jelly.
Is MF have possible lead on strain? I have no luck in lab. Is getting worse. I can barely see. It's come time soon where I can no longer work in lab. Contact I have, reporters say possibly voodoo priest maybe help, but maybe you talk better than I do to set up meet.
Okay.
It's maybe is shadowy.
Come to my apartment tonight. We'll have Hot Hands come up too.
Tonight? Mm-hmm. Tonight, 5?
When are
Is
you
getting
available?
bad.
How about okay, fine.
It is now.
Okay,
is now
fine.
available.
Now, fine.
So I will head over.
I'll
right.
call Hot Hands.
You gonna call anybody else?
Yeah, Hot Hands.
Okay.
I'm there currently.
You're on
already
yeah,
there.
I assume, unless you're doing something else.
I do want to say though, over the 10 days that Nomad, since getting his chip removed, had some various nightmare situations where he maybe woke up screaming, cold sweats,
Night terrors.
Throwing a shoe at you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's an unhallowed character.
No, well, maybe he's got some memories kind of clawing to get out, but that he doesn't know consciously. Who knows? Maybe he's just feeling bad. Otherwise, though, he doesn't take up a lot of space, kind of bunks very lightly.
I'm imagining, yeah. So yes, I will ring up Hot Hands.
So, where I'm at when Jelly is bringing me up, I happen to actually be in town because I am at Gertie's shop. So, when we got back, shortly after we got back, I had taken CC's Colt MS-27 to her, and, I said, this is a very special gun for me. I want to make sure it's nice and hurdy-gurdy, and also I want to, if you could upgrade it, I want to make it as flashy as possible. The person who gave this to me would really appreciate that.
Okay.
If you could help me. So that was previously,
Okay.
and then now I'm here picking it up. So I had her, deck it out,
Okay.
pull out, it now has a gas vent, periscope, shock pads added. It's all
She also did a blue nickel plating.
a blue nickel plating. Oh,
A blue nickel plating on it, and it has biometrics.
It rubs right off in your hands the minute you touch it.
Oh no, it's legit, and it's biometrically tuned to you.
Cool.
So when you grab it, you can switch firing modes
Biometric.
as a play so many games. In Shadowrun, we have simple actions. I think it's simple actions and there's
Minor
major
and
major.
major.
I'm sorry, minor and major. So the minor action you can easily switch.
Okay.
Switch from nickel shot to regular.
I unwrap it or open the case, and I just This looks very nice. Yeah, I'll just like wipe the single tear from my eye. I'll say, thank you very much, Guardian. Do you have the rest of my order too? I'm still buying stuff, so
Okay. She fills the order.
yeah.
Yep.
So, thank you very much. And, just to make even, I recently got the cash to kind of make even what I owe you for the whole kerfuffle with the big rig. And so I'll hand her.
Oh, did she help arrange the
She
rental?
did. So I'm going to
Oh,
give
yeah.
her as like a I'm sorry $15K.
Can you tell her what happened with it? Or you're just like, we lost it? What's the story?
Yeah,
Give her-
so I tell her, I say, to spare you the details, I'll slide her a cred chip. We lost the big rig.
And that was under one of your fake sins, right?
Yeah, and I'll say, I had to burn that sin, but this is my way of saying apologize.
She appreciates that.
Yeah. And,
That's all right.
And so,
That's why it's a rental.
well, thank you. And then I'll like start to walk out and stop.
Does she
And then,
castigate him for not getting the insurance?
I'm gonna like.
But he's the one that burned his sin. It wasn't her sin.
Right, but still,
Yeah.
you always get the insurance.
Yeah, you should always get the damn. You always get the damn. Always.
I'll stop at the doorway and look back and say, Gertie, would you like to perhaps later this week go get a cup of coffee?
What's her loyalty rating?
Her loyalty
Right now,
rating,
before it goes down.
right now, loyalty is a 1. And so I'm also like, even though my face is usually pretty stoic, it's like, it's now the like sweaty stoic.
All right. So how heavily did you grease her palms on the? Sorry about the truck mishap.
Didn't you
That
give her?
was-
Did you spend?
That was separate, and if she even looks like that, I'm gonna get. Does she like look at the cred chip at all
No,
after I
not
do
at
that?
all.
Okay,
She didn't even
it
look
was
at it. She didn't even look at it.
15,000, but I'm trying
wow.
to make
All
it.
Did you spend karma to raise her?
That's what I was.
Her
gonna
loyalty.
say.
That's what we're asking.
How much is it to do that? I have 2 karma.
Well, didn't you also
For a
give her a bouquet
contact-
of guns?
I did also give her a bouquet of guns. Would that have raised
Well, that's
it?
right, you did, huh? You know what? I'll give it to you. You can raise it to a 2.
Yes.
And she says, "Yeah, I'd love to have a cup of soy calf."
Well, see, that was the other thing I was wondering. Does she go, wait, coffee? What's going on here?
Right.
Because he's not saying soy calf.
If that's
but
what-
he is an elf from the tier, so.
I'm not an
You
elf,
drink
but-
that fancy stuff.
Oh, you're human from the tier. That's right.
Yeah, you're human from the tier.
Yeah.
She says, "I'd love to have a cup of soy calf."
That makes me very, very happy. I will message you later with the details.
I look forward to it.
And then I'll quickly
right.
walk out.
Okay.
And then that's when I'll get the call from
Okay. You get the call from Jelly.
Fumble. So as I open it, my hands are so sweaty. I answer, and I'm like, Jelly,
All
it's God
out of
damn
breath.
it, son of a bitch, fuck. And you hear me like far away as this thing is like tinking on the ground. And finally,
Clunk, clunk.
sorry, Jelly, I dropped my comlink. What's going on?
Can you get to my apartment now?
Yes, I happen to be in town.
MF thinks he might have a lead on his issue.
Oh, good. Wow, today's turning out to be pretty good then if he's got a lead.
Okay, so yes, you're coming.
Yes, should I
Hang up.
Oh. I'll pick up the donuts anyway. And so I'll go stop by, like, whatever the Dunkin' Donuts of world is.
Is there soy in it though?
I'll make sure. I know your
Cronuts.
dietary restrictions. I will go to the deepest part. I know the place to go get his...
Croissant donut.
I don't think they do soy donuts, because isn't soy a protein replacement?
It
The
is.
point is I know Jelly well enough, and I know
Soy
and
donut.
like food enough.
Tofu
like my food
donut.
enough. I will
a
go
mold.
how far I need to get and make sure it's like a reputable non-soy like.
So you're looking for like the current day voodoo donut.
Yeah, basically
Yeah,
the
you
place
want the
that's
gourmet
like
stuff.
it's gourmet. Make sure there's no soy.
It's like soy bacon wrapped donut.
yeah, those ones that So I'll
The
get
fancy
the appropriate donuts and
Okay, alright.
then head over.
Okay. The probiotic donut.
Damn it, if I thought you could use something healthy.
All right. So you show up with some tasty looking donuts and pastries.
And a jar of sun tea I made earlier.
Oh, a jar of sun tea. Nice. All right.
sitting on the passenger seat in the truck.
Yeah. Who don't like a good jar of sun tea?
Yep.
All right. Cool. So it's
Yeah,
the
I'm cracking
three.
into
So
those
it's the
pastries as soon as
three
they
of you.
arrive.
Now, so during the day, Svetlana's obviously there conducting business, taking calls, trying to fill your calendar, trying to find out when you're able to like show up to court. Like, are you going to be here this week? And like get you
Yeah.
on the calendar and things like that. But it's, so I had envisioned her to having like this 9 to 5 Monday through Friday
Yeah,
job. Is that
absolutely.
Kind of what it is? Okay. So when Hot Hands comes over, is this after hours?
Yeah.
Oh, so after hours it becomes your apartment.
Well-
During the day, it's your office.
MF said it's, yeah. Well, no. So there's my office is downstairs, and then my house is upstairs.
Is there a separate entrance to go up to the apartment, or
I imagine there's a staircase inside the bottom that just
Okay.
leads up, or like maybe you come in the door, there's an up and a sideways.
Okay, cool. All right, got it. All right, so we're in your apartment.
What do I know about Louisiana? Is it like California where it's not like necessarily like as locked down?
Well, so Louisiana isn't locked down. California is locked. California is normally a free state.
I'm sorry, I got mixed up.
But,
yeah, that's
you
what I
know,
mean to say. Is Louisiana a free state?
It is.
Yeah.
I think Louisiana is a free city. Probably St. Louis and all that, Missouri and all that. That area is. You can fly in that.
I think it's. I'm trying to think. I think it's UCAS.
Yeah.
I think it belongs to the UCAS. So
I'm screwing up with Deadlands
South.
because it's a southern
Yeah.
state, but I think it's UCAS.
Yeah.
And so UCAS was what Decker was a part of.
he was part. No, he was part of.
UCAS is the old U.S. as far as military
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
presence.
the United Canadian American States.
Okay.
What was left of the United States and Canada, and they became the UCAS.
After the Ghost Dance.
After the Ghost Dance. So the Native American nations were formed. They took back their lands, and then you got the UCAS, which is like the central United States, and parts of Canada.
Are there like planes we could take to Louisiana?
Absolutely, you can fly right out of SeaTac.
Okay, so there's not like these like territory divides where you have to have like permission to go between states, or some of them are.
You take a plane ride just like you can today.
Okay.
And they fly over the correct way. So if it is a no-fly zone, they go around it.
Okay.
I'm guessing we can't take a helicopter there. Just
We
saying.
could, but we'd have to stop and refuel a bunch.
That's what I'm
Well,
thinking.
that's a lot of logistics.
Yeah.
Have to stop in El Paso.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess while I'm waiting for MF and Hot Hands to arrive, is there like so we have the global fixer, right? Rim shot.
Rim shot, yeah, was the fixer. Yeah, you have. I don't think everyone had rim shot. I think
No.
you were
Yeah.
the only one. Yeah.
So I'm gonna reach out to him and I'm gonna say, hey, I might be going to Louisiana. Do you got anything cooking down there?
Louisiana is in the Confederate States. I wasn't screwing
It's
it
in
up
the
in
CAS?
my head.
It's in the
Yeah,
CAS?
it's in the CAS.
Okay, cool. So Confederate American States. No.
Great.
So what basically was left over where the UCAS was formed, what was left from that union that didn't become part of the UCAS, the United Canadian American States,
Is
you
the
had what-
Confederation.
So
Confederated.
the Confederated American
So it's-
States is really what's left of the original, basically the original United States of the South.
So it is not UCAS, it is Confederate.
It is
But,
CAS.
yeah, CAS.
It is. Okay. Okay. Okay.
It's not
And
UCAS, it's CAS. And Decker was part of the UCAS army.
yes,
Yes.
which is also interesting.
So your question, I'm sorry, was
I'm gonna reach out to Rimshot.
rim shot. Okay. So yeah, rim shot.
Do you have any little like smash and grab jobs down there? We're gonna be in the area.
How long you gonna be there?
Well, I don't imagine more than 2 weeks.
When you going?
Soonish, probably immediately.
Like tonight, tomorrow, kind of thing?
Sooner than later. We have some pressing, we have a pressing issue to deal with down there.
Okay. He's like, let me pull this up. You can hear him clacking on some keys, and he says, well, I don't know if it'd be of interest to you, but I've got got some kind of somebody looking for. Looks like I'll read here. Looks like a snatch and grab, out of New Orleans.
Okay, and what are we grabbing?
Let's see. Cargo just says live cargo.
Never been bad before.
See, there's this orc and this dwarf.
I could try and set up a meet.
Yeah, set it
This
up.
is in New Orleans, though. I'll probably set up remote. You guys, set up an online meet, Matrix meet.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe for
Let me
later.
reach out and see if I can, if I've got something, let me see if I can make contact right away, and I'll give you a call back.
Awesome. Thanks, Rimshot.
It's like I'm kind of wondering, maybe second guessing, could we just take our helicopter? Like helicopters are pretty fast. I mean,
Fly that thing across America.
yeah, I mean we can just
Hope you
stop.
don't get shot down.
Like we can stop and refuel along the way, just like we were driving in. I don't know. Like we could do it on the up and up, is what I'm saying, right? It's like I took pilot. I took
Okay.
one level of pilot.
I do not have room in my giant luscious
We could
brain
get
to
LT
care about
flying, right?
helicopters.
Fly.
If you want to figure it out with LT,
know.
go for it.
It's not. I mean, it would take longer than a plane, obviously, but it would be doable.
Cost effective wise, I mean, the refueling, is it going to be more or less than a plane ticket for?
Well, we would. The advantage is that we would mostly be able to pack our own backs.
That is an advantage.
So, if we go on a plane, on a commercial airliner, then we may get there faster, but we can't bring anything on. And we can't
Secondary
smuggle,
issue though is that we don't know when MF is going to go full ghoul.
Yeah.
I'm not there as they're talking about this, right?
No.
We could also send them ahead. Maybe, send 2 people ahead, and then we could carry the gear on the helicopter and come a couple of days later.
I got a new kid I'm wanting
I
to
don't know.
try
It
out.
take a couple days. I mean, it only takes a couple days, really.
Let's get some Google going.
Helicopter-wise,
I'm gonna
280 top
pull up
speed.
future Google Maps.
How long would it take? Yeah, I don't know. But we'd have to go like the right.
Like how
Stay
much?
out of the-
How much is a helicopter? Like how many miles can it go? So.
They don't really. I was looking for that. They don't really get into.
So
capacity
every
of-
250 miles or 5 hours, you'll have to stop and refuel.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's stupid. Yeah, nope.
You
Vetoed.
get 3,000 miles to,
So, I mean, otherwise
Baton
we're
Rouge,
just
you know.
basically going unarmed,
You can take a suborbital. You
and
can
we're
take,
going to try to get a job down there. Then that doesn't. The logistics just don't add up to that.
in your line of work, that typically, you could set up, you could arrange equipment to be procured on site
Oh
when you
yeah,
got
but then
there.
we're relying on this other equipment and
Yeah.
times of life or death.
Sometimes
I mean,
it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, I mean, we don't even know necessarily. I mean, we don't know what the job is. Job could be bunk.
Yeah, but
So you're gonna be there.
If I ever heard that we're taking potentially live cargo, then we're gonna need every tool we have.
I'm certain I can find some kind of shotgun in Louisiana or whatever.
Yeah, again, but it could be, who knows what kind of shape it's in or what we're gonna find.
Just put out some feelers, Nomad. I didn't actually ask for any input, just for the record.
All right. And so, Jelly, your phone rings, and you can see that it's Rimshot calling it.
Answer it.
He says, I got some info for you. It's kind of interesting. I've been doing this a long time, but this is kind of an interesting situation. I don't know if I've come across
I
this.
don't know if I like that.
So, I got a guy looking for a team to do a snatch and grab on a guy that's being transported from point A to point B in New Orleans. But I think it's also the same guy on another thread who's looking for somebody to be this guy's bodyguard.
That is interesting. Well, let me float those 2 concepts to the team, and then I'll get back to you.
Pays good, 35,000.
35,000. And then who's transporting? It's not prison or anything?
I don't have those kinds of details.
Yeah.
You'd have to get that from the meet. You want me to set up the meet?
Not yet.
Okay, let me know.
I will, as soon as I do.
All right.
It just feels kind of forced trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Like, we could
Again,
be
didn't
running-
ask, Nomad.
We could be taking runs in Seattle instead of in Louisiana, of all places. We don't know anybody down there. We're going to trust their
Now,
track
Josh,
equipment.
how far away is Baton Rouge from New Orleans? You know this.
Hour and a half.
All right, there we go. Boom. And the main airport going to be in New Orleans, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I
Baton Rouge
thought.
Airport's pretty small for this size.
That's what I thought. All right,
At
cool.
least it was back then.
We've got a Louisiana native here. He knows all about crawdads and
Crawdads.
moonshine.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to start violently washing the dishes that Nomad left in the sink.
All right. Okay.
Again, I'm not real high maintenance. I'm like,
It's like a
military
fork. It doesn't
style.
matter.
Okay,
it could be
I'm
a
just
single
saying,
fork.
So MF is also there, right? You're there. The 3 of you there. What else goes on? What else is discussed? Or are you just simply waiting? Well, now it's basically it's
Waiting
in
for
Jelly's
Donut
hands now.
Man, yeah.
Donut Man showed up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hot
I'm
Hand
digging in.
shows up.
Jelly, I made sure that those ones are soy free as always.
Thanks.
I went
Soy-filled donut.
and here's some tea. And
I'm
MF's
gonna
here.
take the box
Yeah.
of donuts and
Okay.
go carry it for you on to the counter.
MF, I brought this tea. It will be good for everyone, but it's got some herbal properties to help you with your business.
That's yes. Yes, thank
It's an
you.
herbal cleanse.
Thank you.
And so Jelly, what's going on?
This is MF's thing.
Oh, that's right. MF, Jelly said that, take a drink. He said you had some info about your situation.
He's possibly as a voodoo priest. Maybe help. Stories for very long in that area is about zombies. Is kind of like ghoul, but Mimi tells me in interview she find a big mama in Louisiana who has dealings as maybe at this point anything. I am ready to cross into Aztlan. I'm ready to go that far. I don't know how much longer I stay.
Well, and as MF is dealing with his issue, there's also a chance for us to make a little bit of money while we're there.
You understand? I see almost nothing.
We can do your thing first.
Well, MF, don't take this the wrong way, but you know I had assumed you know about the Krieger strain, right?
I do, except is something, by the way, tea is good, is something is different. So it is, in most cases, is days. It's been weeks. I see black veins move up arm 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, is very slow. Is no normal reason. Dwarf constitution no explain this. So it's not Dwarf. It's not awakened because that is not others turns that way. So I don't know. I don't know. I have no answer.
Maybe we go and do your thing, and then if that pans out, we'll kind of go from there.
MF, have you noticed, and this is, don't take offense, have you noticed any kind of cognitive degeneration recently?
No, I'm still smart. There's no losses there.
I said no offense because
There's none's taken. Is a good question.
you're talking about going to see the voodoo priest, and you're the most science-minded
Good question.
individual that
Can I
I've
do like
seen.
a perception check to see if he does seem dumber?
And I look at
does seem
I
dumber.
look at Jelly
Degenerated a little bit.
like
Does he seem degenerated?
You know, everything that you know of MF seems fine. He seems concerned and worried, but
I probably look more worried than you've seen me.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no reason to, there's nothing obvious that's saying to you that maybe he's not becoming, deranged, or he's not, got,
And I have told
Alzheimer's
you
or anything.
openly
Yeah.
that I've exhausted everything that I know about. I am willing. So, at this point, the fact that I'm willing to go anywhere to try anything would suggest to you that I have exhausted what I know.
Yeah, that reads.
yeah, and I'm looking to you mostly as like, have you vetted this out? Because if Jelly trusts it, then I'm good. But I
Well,
want to.
let's reach out to Big Mama Dip.
Big Mama Dip.
All right. Well, I can't say I've ever been to that part of I was going to say the U.S., but whatever this part of this continent.
Cass.
Is in Confederate States. Confederate States of America.
Oh, right. Well, that part of this place.
Bunch of good old boys.
Me being from the northern part of California, I'm like, I'm ready to go
Okay.
tussle. I'm like, oh, well, that's perfect, because I just happened to procure some new stuff. And I, like, clink a big bag on the table, and you'll hear, like, the rattling of some grenades and some guns.
Good God.
and Stuff. Oh, yeah, I also got this. And I just hold my arm out, and, like, a blade comes out. It's one of the ones that are, like, a bracer.
Oh, okay.
So it's not
It's not a retract.
Yeah.
It's not the cyberware. Not the
No,
cyber
it's
plan.
like you see that I have like a noticeable like bump under my Carhartt. I take it off and just like boom.
Oh, nice. It's all shank.
Oh, also I got new clothes on, or I got this nice flannel and jeans. I say I also got this, and I like think about it, and you see the flannel go from like red to green.
Oh, nice.
Okay, well, is there a price limit if there is a cost to this?
You are asking his price on is my life is worth?
It's a question.
I think is sky's limit.
It's your money.
You trust really easy, MF. Who knows what?
Is not trust. Is death.
Desperation.
I think MF's like acting out of desperation.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is the only
At this
real
point,
lead. he's got,
I tell you this. At this point, as technology is possibility. If nothing else, I throw myself there.
Well, what about
Mexico.
what about what happened with MF? I mean, with LT. Like, is that off the table as an option?
I don't
That's-
know.
That's something
Jelly?
as a solution we know has worked.
I didn't want to bring it up if it didn't pan out. I've tried. I haven't heard anything.
So answer is no.
Well, so I will say that the one thing that you do remember that there was a common denominator. So when you guys entered the vault at the lab, there was a type of rift that opened up, but you had the same symptoms. Your awakened characters had the same type of symptoms that you felt at the farmhouse. When that rift went away, those symptoms went away. Mm-hmm. So if if you were able to find a place where one of those rifts was active, then maybe that would be an option for you. You know.
You have to go back into the light.
My understanding of your experience with the Unending City is it worth trying to find a rift?
I will go deadpan staring, drop my glass.
If we no go in, yes.
But it's not about, I don't think we have a choice of going in or not.
Let me be as clear as possible. I do not want to die. I do not want to be ghoul. It's two options that stand before me in current condition.
Okay, well let's talk about it just third person.
Yes.
We believe that when the rift is opened, it spreads the blight.
Yes.
Is your life worth more than wherever that is?
Of course.
Of course. Okay, yeah, all right, well, let's start with Big Mom and then we'll go to the rift.
Okay, so you're going to call the number?
Call the number.
Okay, call the number. Who it is?
Greetings, my name is... I'm trying to think if I would say Jelly or...
You know what,
we're acting as like friends right now versus a job. So I'm gonna say my name is Seamus Hale. I'm reaching out to you from Seattle. I do represent.
You bill collector?
No, ma'am. I am not a bill. I'm a potential client advocate.
Man, don't you hear the sound of my voice? I ain't no bitch.
Jelly,
so this is not Big Mama Dip.
No, this ain't Big Mama. It's Cletus.
Is Big Mama available?
No, Cletus is available. You talking to Cletus?
Okay, Cletus, man to man, here we go. I am looking to procure a meeting with Big Mama Dip. My client's having a serious health issue that we hope she can help with.
You the one with that hot potato salad recipe?
No.
That you bring to the barbecue?
Wow, is in dollar, what is that?
What? Potato salad.
A genuine
You're the
potato
one with
salad.
The potato salad recipe that you were bringing to the barbecue.
No, sir, I am not. Oh, yes, I have potato salad for you.
Ah.
How many quarts would you need?
Big Mama likes potato salad.
Great.
Okay.
I have access to lots of potato salad. There's not a limit to potato salad.
Cool. So barbecue starts at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. And can you remind me of the cross street?
Come on now. Quit playing with me.
Can I do like a check to see if he's fucking with me or if he actually... Am I speaking in code to see and he's not?
You don't know.
I'd like to know, Dave. How do I
Everyone
know?
at the table is aware that you don't know.
Yeah, right.
Even now, I'm like, I think he's good.
I don't think it's real potato salad, but it could be.
Insight.
Okay,
Can I?
Go ahead and give me a, what's it called? It's called,
Judge Intentions.
Judge Intentions, yes. It's a Judge Intentions.
Okay. Good lord. I have to remember how everything works. And
Judge
Judge
Intentions
Intentions is based off perception.
Judge Intentions is a...
willpower and
willpower?
I'm thinking intuition.
Intuition and willpower, yep.
That many dice.
And that's how many dice you roll. So, Berto, in Shadowrun, 5s and 6s are successes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my first roll. Okay. Trying to figure out if potato salad really means potato salad.
Show me potato salad!
I got a success.
Got a success. You think that, although unorthodox, it could be some type of code. You know that you're not on a secure line. You're going over the publicly switched telephone network. And, Cletus seems to be talking about you coming to him with the potato salad recipe.
How many...
Which would, in theory, grant you an audience potentially with, if Big Mama was part of that, you might be able to capture an audience there, but you'd have to be, you'd have to be packing some potato salad recipe.
How many people should the potato recipe serve?
Well, the potato salad recipe, it's a recipe, so it's not. You're not bringing the bowl of potato salad. You're bringing the recipe to the potato salad. You can make as much potato salad as you want.
And I can make lots of it.
Yeah.
How much should I plan to have this recipe
Are you
serve?
asking the Game Master or Cletus?
Cletus.
Oh, you're asking Cletus. He's all, no, you're supposed to bring the recipe. We want the recipe. We want the secrets in the sauce. We'll make the salad. You bring the recipe.
I'm just kind of look at you guys like...
2 o'clock.
I say
Saturday.
yes.
Be here. 2 o'clock.
I
Saturday.
say yes.
Okay. Okay.
Tell him yes.
You know
Okay.
the address. White picket fence. White House. Second house down on the left. 15th Street in Alhambra.
Okay, we
Come
will
on.
be there.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Hey, maybe bring some of that jungle punch that you make too. That's good stuff. That was a hit last time. All right, I'll see you there. I'll see you.
So we have meat.
I'm still deadpan, by the way, if anybody's paying attention.
We have an address
Yes.
and a time.
Is meat then? Yes.
Yes.
When?
Saturday at 2. Bring a blank check.
Is long time.
What is the day? I know
It's
it is.
Thursday.
It's Thursday. Okay.
It's not long time. I thought it was Monday.
You got like 2.5 days to get to New
So
Orleans.
we need travel. We either drive or is everyone going?
Drive won't get you there in time. I don't think you can't drive You can't drive Louisiana in 2 days. can you?
3,000 miles.
MF doesn't
Seattle,
know.
I don't
MF's
think
just
so.
throwing it
No.
out there.
We're gonna have to fly.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what the road.
You're gonna have to smuggle a ghouled out dwarf on a plane.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull up future Travelocity.
Okay, well, so there's different modes of transportation. There's train.
Flying. We're flying.
Okay, you're flying.
I'm not taking a train.
Flying get you there. Suborbital gets you there in 4 hours.
Okay, so
High speed suborbital.
I have some affairs I have to get in order so we can leave Friday night. So tomorrow night we'll leave.
Okay.
And I have a new kid I want to try out, so we're gonna bring him just in case things do go sideways to see how he does. I'll cover his ticket, obviously.
Is kid?
Yeah, he said he was 29. Didn't.
Is not kid.
He looks like a kid.
Maybe is elf kid.
He looks like a kid. LT
Okay.
vouched for him.
Who?
LT. That's
I'm
why.
I'm just staring now. Same as hot ants.
That's good.
Okay, so buying plane tickets.
Sorry, so you're gonna go online and buy 6 plane tickets.
Yeah,
All right.
there's like a red
round
eye.
trip. Round trip. Red
Yeah.
eye. 5. Oh, sorry, 5. Oh no. Are you bringing LT or no?
No.
Okay. Leaving LT behind. You're gonna buy 5 tickets. They are 650 new yen each.
I'll cover Patrick's. You guys cover your own.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
All right, and it leaves 5 in the morning. That's red eye, right? Like early in the morning. Isn't that the red eye?
Or late at night.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, I'm going to. So I'm gonna stand up and just say, Jelly, can I leave this stuff here since we're leaving?
We're leaving tomorrow, but yes.
Oh, we're leaving tomorrow.
Basically, like get some
Actually,
rest. Yeah, we're leaving
I'll
in a
say-
few hours.
I stand up, grab my bag, and say, I need to take care of a few things. I'll meet you at the airport tomorrow. It's like,
Flight leaves at 5. You should be there by 3.
I go and buy a fake
screening.
skin for UCAS. That's
You're gonna buy
one
a
thing.
fake sin for UCAS?
Yeah.
For
I
UCAS
think-
or CAS?
Wait,
Going to the CAS.
We're going to CAS?
Going to
Okay,
CAS.
then for CAS. So let me ask you this. It's good to have sins for places we're going, right?
It is.
Okay.
Well, so now buying the tickets. Who did you buy the tickets under? Your own?
I would, because this is not a run, I would use my own name.
Okay, so using your legal name. You're buying 5 tickets under your name.
I'm buying 2 tickets
Oh, you're
under
buying
my
2
name.
tickets under your name. Okay, but you have. So when you list the other passenger, who do you list the other passenger as?
Patrick, whatever.
Was it Patrick Brady or something?
Cross Baker.
Patrick Baker. All right.
Patrick Baker and
Patrick Baker.
Seamus Hale.
All right, cool. There's a list there. You click the little different fields: race,
Troll.
role, male, female, that kind of thing. Age, minor, yes, no.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
One minor troll. All right. So you buy 2 tickets. All 3 of the rest of 3 you buy tickets.
Once I get the sin for the CAS, then I will go ahead.
So getting a sin isn't like something you don't go and get it out like a vending machine.
no, I
right?
know. There's people. I could go to Gertie or somebody.
So who do you
right?
have? Who do you have? What? Tell me about your contacts.
Let me see here. I have. Bethany's not gonna do it. Druid Master, no. Basically, LT or 12 gauge Gertie.
LT.
It just takes time.
So-
to-
I also
Yeah.
have
I don't know
people.
how I think-
have contacts you can use.
Oh, then can I ask?
12 gauge Gertie. What is 12 gauge?
She's more of a gun runner, but
Okay.
she's a gun runner and
So weren't you buying spell formulas off her?
no, that's
Oh.
Dolphin Druid Master.
Okay. True master.
She's a gun runner and info broker elf.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
You probably know somebody that can get you a fake ID.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
just I have the cash, so I'm like I'll expedite it or whatever.
So you try to do it on your own, or you gonna leverage Jelly's
I'll
contacts?
leverage Jelly if Jelly
Okay.
will help.
Yeah, who... So what type of person is needed for this?
Rating 4 Kaz.
No, like, who do I get this from? A broker or fixer? Or...
You would get, so it depends. You could leverage different types of contacts. Depends on who you have for a contact to get a fix in. If you had some type of, hackers or, deckers, they deal in all that, fake ID stuff and, people that basically do hacking and slicing, that kind of thing. Fixers can get you in front of somebody that can do that.
Yeah, I have a Seattle-specific fixer.
Okay.
And
Is
I
that
have
Rimshot?
No, that's Aristotle.
Aristotle. Okay. So what connection rating is Aristotle?
The connection is 4.
Connection's 4. Okay. So well connected. The loyalty?
4.
Oh wow. Okay. So you're close with Aristotle.
Yeah, we're buddies.
Okay. So you can call up Aristotle. All right. And what are you talking?
I need a Kaz Sin for Saturday.
You to cast in by Saturday?
Yes.
Okay. That's a little soon, but yeah, I could probably do that.
We can be a little more flexible with the spending. We need it urgently.
You need it by Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And,
I will be in Louisiana on Saturday, so...
Oh, okay. All right. So you want to pick it up in Louisiana?
If that's possible, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or no,
Well,
what are you
beforehand would
booking
be
it
better,
as?
Because I'm gonna need it. Because
You're going to need it at the airport. All right?
I think we need it tonight, actually, now that I'm thinking
Oh,
about
that's
it.
different. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need
like,
to-
yeah, I can have that done by Saturday. All
We
right.
need to book the tickets to be on the plane Friday night. So yes,
Okay. And this
before...
and so you want to book, Hot Hands, you want to book your ticket with the fake sin, right?
if possible.
So you need it like in a few hours.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
12 hours.
Okay, he's all, whoa, man, that's a steep order. So connection rating 4,
It's availability 4.
availability 4. Okay. All right.
4 illegal, obviously.
Yeah, it's
4.
illegal. Let's see, what time's your plane leaving?
Leaving at 5 is what you said?
He's all, it ain't gonna be cheap, but I might be able to have somebody do something, have something put together by midnight.
How much?
4,000.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a rush order. Sorry.
No problem. And then we'll float you your normal too.
All right. I'll get to work on it right away. So so Kaz Sin, and who is? We gonna go ahead and answer the questions, or do we need specific information on this identity?
Pedro doesn't have a name, but I give you the name and LA info for it. Basically, make the info me, but with this name and.
Okay.
Yeah.
What level are you wanting to get?
4.
4. Oh, wow, okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Cool. All right. Anybody else can do anything while we're waiting?
I'm gonna call back Rimshot, tell him we may want the job, but not right now. But I'll let him know if anything changes, but at this time, no.
All right.
And then I'm gonna
Job's
call...
still up, so yep.
Yeah, if we end up finishing our thing, I'll reach out again.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna call Patrick.
Patrick, you get a phone call.
What time of day is it?
Late.
Like late afternoon, early evening now?
No,
Or
because
do you
we...
wait till-
I call him after we finish, so
Okay.
like 10:30, 11.
All right.
Oh,
Hello?
Hey, I got a job for you. Are you available Friday night in... I'm not quite sure when it'll end, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yes, of course, yes.
And we didn't really hammer out a rate. Do you have a daily you're looking for?
Like I said, just enough to feed me food.
Well, this is kind of a
We'll
flight
work from
test. Yeah,
yes.
this is kind of a flight test for you. So I'll pay your room and board, and we'll see how you handle yourself.
That sounds fantastic.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
The name that you gave me, is that flight stable? Can you get on a plane with it?
Yeah.
So do you have a real like UCAS Sin?
Do you know what sins are, first off?
So yeah,
Sins
sin
are
is like
like
your
a
social
basically
security
your
number.
identity. It's like your social security number. So you can choose to have a sin, which since you were born a human, you have a sin.
Yeah.
But you can also, as a
I know I
Shadowrun,
bought-
you can have a fake sin that you use in
I
case
bought
something happens.
3 fake sins.
So yes,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
So is
fake.
Patrick a real name or a fake name?
That's my real name.
Okay.
Yeah. So use one of the 3 other ones.
Yeah.
I just
I don't know.
Jelly would have assumed it was a
Probably
fake
good idea.
name.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Bonus challenge.
It's like, oh, yeah, that's the twist. It's a real name.
Oh, can you drive?
Can I drive?
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
I'm really big, so I don't really get into very many vehicles.
Okay. Well, we'll have to. I'm assuming you have little to no money. Well, I'll send a cab.
I have 99,000 new yen.
You can buy your own cab. Okay.
Look up.
Buy your own cab.
Saves.
Be at the
Frugal.
airport at 3 a.m.
Well, I'm sorry, repeat that. I didn't hear you.
You need to be at the airport at 3 a.m. tomorrow night.
Got it.
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
In
Svetlana,
in like 4 hours. You're saying he's got to be in the airport in like 4 hours.
it's Thursday night.
It's Thursday night. You guys are flying Friday, right?
I thought we were flying Friday at 3 in the morning. Or whatever.
I thought you were doing the red eye the next day as soon as possible. You want to fly out early Saturday morning?
I guess I don't really care.
I mean, you need to be...
We just need to hammer it out. So
MF
Yeah.
wants to go quickly.
I'm
so
fine
I
with
think
tonight, yeah.
Okay.
We go as quick
So-
as we
Yeah.
can.
Fine, 4 hours. Be at the airport.
In 4 hours?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I have to repeat myself a lot? Can you
He
try
takes
to
like probably a 40-minute... Or you live downtown, so he takes like a 40-minute drive.
maybe take notes from now on? I don't like repeating myself.
Okay.
You got a pen?
Notes.
Okay, and then I'm gonna hang up now.
God, I
Okay.
missed Jelly.
So it's interesting
Bye.
you said be at the airport. We didn't tell him where he needs to go.
At the airport.
You just go to the airport.
Seattle.
It's funny.
This is a test. This
Seattle
is a test.
International.
It's a big airport. And
Yeah,
you're
it's a
supposed to have
test.
a plane ticket, but to where? Right.
Oh yeah. Okay. I will also forward your
Throw a
boarding
dart to
pass.
that.
I'll
Okay.
forward the boarding pass to him.
Your boarding. A picture of your boarding.
no,
pass.
his boarding pass.
Oh,
'cause
you're
I bought
buying his.
his.
Oh,
yeah.
you bought his ticket. Oh, there you go. That's why. Okay, there you go. You get a boarding pass. You're going to Louisiana. What's the name of the airport?
BTX.
BTX. You're going to.
Josh is just making
Josh, we're gonna be leaning heavily on your
right.
knowledge.
big Louisiana airport.
All the people in Louisiana now are like, okay, no, he never lived
That's,
here.
And then I'm gonna call Svet and tell her to push my appointments at least to Wednesday. And I'll just leave the
been a
voicemail.
And Josh never flew, so give him a break.
Yeah, I did.
Out of BTX.
Let's just go with that.
Bennett.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Bennett Airport.
You had the right
All right,
letter.
so you're going to Bennett Airport. All right. Yep.
Okay. And
Anything else that's going to happen before you guys go to the airport?
no,
And where are you guys meeting at the airport?
at the gate.
At the gate, I'm assuming.
Okay. All right. Cool. So at the gate. All right. So MF, you're going with Hot Hands and Jelly, I assume,
Did
If-
you
if they're
go home?
Picking me up.
unless you left.
Well, otherwise,
I mean, you're leaving in 4 hours, you know. So unless you need to go back to your house to get anything, you know, you're leaving in 4 hours.
Oh, we're going tonight.
That's what we just
Red Eye.
ascertained.
Okay, got it. Then no, I'm not going anywhere unless
Oh, yeah.
Jelly tells me to.
So the 4 of you are there, and then
Mr. Patrick.
I don't know why I want to call you Jacob. Yeah, Patrick is meeting you at the airport.
Yes.
All right.
His
Cool.
street name's Jacob.
And then did you give him instruction on where the airport to meet you? Oh, at the gate. All right, and you have your boarding pass. Okay, so let's start with Patrick, you take a cab to the airport. You get out. There's a lot of activity. Even for really 2:30 in the morning, right? You're gonna go in. You're gonna see your standard. It's pretty straightforward. You see all the different vendors and airlines and stuff like that, and you see the arrows that point to security, right? TSA, boom, right? You go up the escalator, and you see there's a long line. You get in it. Now, what do you have with you?
Just myself.
Okay, you don't have any weapons.
Or luggage.
Yeah.
I've
And,
got just my clothes on me, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, just your clothes, no weapons. Do you have any illegal cyberware?
No.
Okay. All right. And you're using your actual real... Are you using your real SIN, your real ID, or are you using one of the fake ones?
Well, I guess wouldn't I have to use the one that says on the card on
Patrick
on the
Baker.
boarding pass?
Oh,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah.
you're using your real one.
I'd have to use my real one. Yeah.
Use your own. All right, cool. All right, so you work your way through security, and you get up to one of those screening things. They're like, oh, hold on, you're a little big for this ride. We've got to manually screen trolls. Sorry, no offense.
I understand.
You step right over here, sir. We can get you through as quickly as possible, right? And so, any ailments?
No.
No. Okay. Any allergies? Any food allergies?
Nope.
Like peanut allergies? Anything like that?
I do not
That's
know.
a big thing these days. Soy.
Nope.
Okay, cool. They started, mind, we're going to just go ahead and give you a general kind of, pat down, right? And they scan you, right? And they're like, okay, you've got cyber implants. These are registered. I see these are legal, registered to you, right? Okay, and they look at your ID, they run it, it pans out, and they let you through.
I thought of something we would have done in the meantime.
All right.
I would have gone and borrowed Svetlana's foundation and tried to cover up some of MF's black lines.
You going to give them a makeup job?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you get through and you make it to the gate. You appear to be the first one of the group there. You don't see Jelly or anybody else there. You don't even know about anybody else.
He's just kind of standing there and just kind of like awkwardly
really?
looking around.
Suspicious character standing around. So for clothing, so you're not wearing like your body armor or anything like that?
I've got the body armor on, but I've got like my baggier clothes over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when
If that would work.
Yeah.
If not,
so
I
you have like a long coat or something like
Yeah,
that over?
yeah.
Okay. So when you go through security, just to rewind that. So when you go through security, like, sir, any reason why you're dressed the way you are?
Streets are dangerous.
You're like, knocks on the the body armor here. Is there a reason for that? You normally travel like that. It's
Yeah, streets are dangerous,
Okay.
as you know.
Are you going? Are you going for business or pleasure?
Pleasure?
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear they got good crawdads down there.
I'm very excited to try it.
Soy dads.
Soy dads. All right. So they let you through. They make a note. You're wearing body armor. It's like weird. There's a troll in body armor. I'm scared, buddy. All right, but you don't have any weapons and all your ID checks out. You use your real stuff. So cool. All right, they let you through. So the rest of you get to the airport. All right, and same kind of thing. You guys already have tickets, and you're going to work your way towards security. Nomad, you're the first in line at security. So are you carrying any weapons?
No.
They ask you a list of general questions. They ask if you currently have any ailments, if you have any allergies, and they're going to run your ID. All right. The ID that you give them, is it your real sin or is it a fake sin?
Yeah, it's a fake sin.
It's a fake sin. Okay. So
Rating 3.
oh, okay. All right. So they run their reader, and you get to roll. It's an opposed roll. You get to roll 3 dice for your rating 3 sin.
Can I? Oh my God, that's a nice reader.
It's a fucking airport.
Can I edge this at all?
You can.
So what are my options here? I rolled and I got none. So,
You got none. All right.
so it looks like you got 4.
Oh, I got 4.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
All right. So let's refresh here.
And I want to specifically go before MF does so that I can be past the TSA in case anything goes wrong and I can
Okay.
turn back and deal with
Okay.
it. Because
So
when we get there.
you're standing in line. You see, actually, everyone else give me like a perception test. Not you. You're already in. You're already at the gate. You've already passed security.
Perception.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the number, but remember, I have cataracts. And
One-
I'm probably wearing sunglasses.
One of the things that is going to be interesting to you guys as you go to the airport is you notice that security is no longer Night-Aron. It is Lone Star. You see Lone Star squads walking around.
It hasn't been Lone Star for years for
Right.
me.
Exactly.
5 and 6.
5 and 6s, yeah.
I got 2.
I've got 3.
3, okay.
And then critical fails or glitches on more 1s than.
Yeah, so if you
dice.
roll more 1s than more than half of your dice are 1s, then you glitch. If you roll more than half of your dice are 1s and you get no success on top, it's a critical glitch.
That's a thing.
Remind me what bonus edge means.
Bonus edge? So if you get a bonus edge, it means when making a test, you get an extra edge token for that test. So if you're spending edge on
Okay.
that test, there's a free chip basically for you.
And that means I can roll 1 extra dice. Is that what that means?
You can spend 1 to reroll 1 die.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I'll do. And no. Okay, so I have 3 successes.
Yeah. So well, this was on my sin test.
Yes, this is you give them the ID. They ran it through the reader.
Yeah.
All right, so they run
So I
through
ended
the
up with 1
All right.
after my reroll.
Well, they run it through the reader, and they go, okay, hey, just hang tight 1 sec, sir. They step back, and you see that the 3 of you are going to notice that they take Nomad's ID, and they're over at this station. They're looking at it, and you see one of the guys. He puts it into a terminal, puts it into another machine. They have a handheld one there. They put it into the terminal again, and the 3 of them are looking at a screen, right? They're kind of looking at each other, and kind of nodding their head, that kind of thing.
Jelly is not good. They no take him out of line.
Yeah, that's not
Normally-
the scanner that was here last time.
Normally, they would take him out of line.
Do you have any other?
No,
That's what I was
yeah,
thinking.
my real ID was burned long ago.
Okay. Well,
Can you
not in Jelly Brain yet.
Is ID theater?
I'll go back and get the
Yeah,
help.
what
I'll meet you guys
Yeah,
there.
what is that what is that
what
ID
was-
by the way?
What is it?
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean I don't. Yeah, I never came up with a name either for.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's just some
Okay,
random.
so we have
you know,
PSA.
Is it a CAS or is it a UCAS?
No, yeah, it's a UCAS. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, UCAS.
So you tell me no. If it's theater, you tell them diplomatic immunity. Yes.
Diplomatic what?
Diplomatic immunity. It means they no have any. You have no restraints
And why would they believe that?
because you
Hey,
are
are you
elf.
guys gonna let me on the plane or what?
Because you are elf.
So, okay,
Are they humans?
they're humans. So they're gonna wander back over. 2 of them wander back over while 1 stays there. It's obvious. You see, they are not bringing your ID back. All right, they're not bringing it back with them. And I say, sir, you mind coming with us real quick? We just have a few questions. Just
I will frustratedly.
I'm gonna
comply.
jump in front of you.
Apologize for the inconvenience. Standard security.
What is this about?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Go ahead and get back in line, please.
Sir.
Oh, sir. Go ahead and get back in line, please.
Well, you're harassing my client, so I'm pretty interested in what's going on.
Your client?
Yeah, I'll hand up my card from my law office. What exactly are you questioning him about?
So you're his attorney?
What are you questioning him about?
Well, am I allowed to? He's like, the other guy kind of nods like, yeah, go ahead. He's all, well, the ID that he gave us appears to be invalid.
Invalid. Do you have an alternate form of ID?
I do not.
I mean, if we're not able to verify his ID, we can't let him on the plane, sir.
Perfectly understandable. Well, we have 3 hours till the plane takes off, so you could go get your other ID.
I don't know if that's going to be possible, Jelly. I wasn't too excited about this trip anyway. Maybe I could just, stay home, hold down the shop,
Well, so
Sorry to break in. Is normal? Is they talk to diplomats this way?
it's your client too.
They're all my client.
Diplomat, are you some type of ambassador, sir? Or, are you,
Is there any legal standing for diplomacy like that with the tier?
So if he had a tier identification that he could provide and say, hey, look, even like a business one going, hey, this is my work badge, I work at, so tier and gear, he might be able to bluff his way into something like that.
Stuff a long time ago.
Okay, so he's saying he doesn't have any of that. He says,
I told you we should have taken the helicopter.
we see this kind of thing, a lot often, illegals trying to get on planes and, cross borders, and, we just, for your protection, we need to make sure, and for your client's protection, we need to make sure that he's not on any, Interpol lists or anything like that.
Okay, let me...
This is an international thing.
I want to think about, are there any kind of safe harbor laws that exist with airplanes?
So
Anything about immigration?
go ahead and give me a logic and intuition roll. So you are deep diving into your due process law brain
And I have-
looking for a loophole.
I have photographic memory. And
Okay, don't even make a roll then.
Okay.
You've read it in the book, so you know that there are circumstances where if either a doctor is transporting a patient or if an attorney is you have a retained client that may be part of an ongoing investigation and needs to travel to testify, things like that pretty much allows them to bypass things like this because he's needed by a judge, so.
Okay, and now I want to remember the most horrifying news story that I've heard recently out of the South.
Out of the
Gory,
South.
bloody, traumatic.
Okay, all right, okay. A pack of awakened pit bulls broke into an orphanage.
I'm going to put my arm around Nomad, and I'm going to kind of pat your arm and say, I'm sure you've heard about the pit bull attack with the orphanage.
Yeah, well, who hasn't?
My
Tragic.
client,
Tragic.
we're traveling there. He unfortunately had a hand up in the line, but the breeding of the animals. And he is going to testify.
They look at you.
So
Wait a minute.
my flaw is that
I'm going to kick
You
you.
breed. Oh,
I
so
have a social stressor that when I'm the center of attention, that I just
start clamming up.
Yeah, I just clam up. And
What is the flaw? What is it?
It's social stressor, center of
That's
attention.
awesome.
So I see you getting all clammy.
Charisma -2. And
I'm gonna kind of pat the top of your head. And it's okay. As you can see, this is very distressing.
So yeah, I'm just.
All
so
those
I-
What you're
kids,
saying is your client breeds attack dogs that kill kids.
guilty until
Now they're looking
proven.
at you like,
I'm looking around.
It's
yeah, right.
Not like
there
Dennis
is
out loud didn't say that.
a precedent of innocent until proven.
It's just like a
Okay.
real airport. It's taking forever to get
I'm
on
gonna
the damn
kick
plane.
you, Josh.
That's what happens. You try and take normal transportation, right? You're passing off level
Right.
3 fixes, man. That's
You're trying
pretty
to get
low grade.
Nomad
dude.
on a commercial airliner with a freaking 8 rating scanner.
Well,
whatever
and now you're the
they
person who
rolled.
killed orphans, so take that.
Yeah, international airports, things like that. They're gonna have pretty high rating scanners. Yeah, you want to try and slide by with a better than a rating 3 one, probably.
We haven't even got
What?
the freaking.
You're all passing off the
the
big love badge.
ghouls.
No, that was one of the best ratings we could buy in the starting. Yeah.
Rating
And my
3?
other- yeah.
We'll go all the way up to a rating 7.
My other comment was you're not supposed to be able to start with more than 5,000 new yen. I don't know if
You
that-
start with 5,000 yen, but every customization karma point you spend is extra $2,000 unless you have in debt.
Okay, so you actually made me reduce. I started with like 10,000, and you made me reduce it to 5.
Because everyone starts with 5 base,
Okay.
and then you move up from there. Yeah.
So, I know, but he said 99, so that was
Well, he spent the karma points to
Okay.
buy extra money. He just didn't spend it apparently.
Okay.
okay.
Oh, are you talking about after you spent all your money? If you got more than
Yeah,
you got
that's what I
10,000
did.
left, it reduces you down to 5. Have you
Yeah.
bought all your stuff?
Which is fine. I mean, it takes a long time to spend.
I'm gonna say it's cool. You
100,000
have money. You have some money because these guys have some money, so you have some money. It's all good.
Okay, so my client is innocent until proven guilty, and that's what we're going to do. I'm gonna
Yep.
quote the statute, the code or whatever.
We kind of look at each other. You got any paperwork on that, ma'am?
Like I
Sir?
said, Jelly, we
Sir?
could just stay here.
I'm
There's
gonna
no
kick
reason
you.
to actually...
I'm gonna like step on your insole, and then I want to do a little persuading
Okay, that's all right.
because I smell good. I'm influencing.
Okay.
Let me through.
All
Let me
right.
get my influencing, and we're pretty close, so they can smell me too.
Yep. I'm sure they can smell you.
Okay, tailored pheromones.
Yep. Tailored pheromones. Here we
Oh,
go.
it's been a minute. Okay, charisma.
So you're gonna make a negotiations or influence roll,
Yes.
and you get a bonus. You get a bonus edge, or is it extra dice? to
Extra
your-
dice.
Extra dice to your roll. Yeah, you roll like a ton of dice for this.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do my influence.
All right, I'm rolling an opposed roll. Got enough dice over? You need some more? I can totally tell from your roll that yeah, you beat me pretty severely.
I got 6 successes.
You got 6. I got 2.
Okay.
So he says, you know, well,
And I'll lay it on thicker, you know.
okay.
He's already very, he already feels like a monster for what he's done. He doesn't need to be a spectacle in the airport also.
You're defending this criminal.
You know, as I said earlier, innocent until proven guilty.
You know what? I think the world takes a much bigger risk if he's not brought to justice. So you know what? We're gonna let this one slide, boys. He's okay. Get on through. All right. But hey, hope to see you on the trip back.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Minus 1. What are you? Are you human?
No. I'm not.
Minus 1 burger cell. Between.
The law is a strong woman.
All right.
I'm gonna shove him.
So as you go through, you give your standard ID.
My real one that's not gonna do any alarms.
Okay, you give
yes.
the real one. All right, cool. You don't have. You got any allergies?
Absolutely, I'm very allergic to soy.
You're allergic to soy. We got a soy allergy. All right. So we're gonna have to have you fill out some paperwork, sir. You know, just standard precaution. When you get on the plane, you know, we'll go and alert the rest of the members of the,
Thank you for your service.
cabin. Oh well, sure. That's why we're here. We're here to help. Yeah, we'll make sure that nothing happens. Okay, while you're on the duration of the flight.
Thank you so much.
They give you a stack of paperwork to fill out. Like, when was the last time you exuded that?
Do they let me walk away with paperwork?
No, they have you fill it out right there.
Okay, yeah,
All right.
whatever, fine.
All right, and then you're gonna turn it back into them. You get through it. In the meantime, hot hands. You go through. They're like, you have any allergies, sir? Any current ailments? Any infectious diseases?
I'm using a fake sin too. Do I need to roll?
Yep. So you give them a fake sin. So what's the level of your sin?
4.
Okay. All right. A little bit better than.
So I roll 4, correct? And then
You roll 4 dice. I roll 8 dice.
And can we use edge for this roll?
You can use edge.
Maybe
Yeah.
did you use edge?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
had to.
Wait,
Or I
alright,
would've lit.
I rolled pretty good.
how many extra? So I have.
I'm assuming they did-
2 edge right now, and then it's.
And then there's 5 in the party, I think.
It just
Did-
seems really powerful for a rating 8 scanner because like a rating 6 would still be at a disadvantage.
Did
for
they
that.
give Josh his
like
ID
the
back?
best sin? Well, the ID is digital.
I thought they took something.
We're trying like
after
but
you-
now,
pretty hard to
now
full-
it's in
it's
the
pretty
long
hard
store- long-
nowadays to
long-
full TSA. It's
long
pretty
star.
tough.
I'm just that's
That's
really
2.
hard.
2 successes.
Most Lone Star Squad guys have like rating 6 scanners.
And then it's 2
Yeah.
to
Like your
reroll?
standard patrol cops
So
can have a rating
it's
6
1 to
scanner.
re-roll a die.
Uh-huh.
What's
It's
the
2 to
of
add a
fake
point
sin?
to
It
raise
wastes in your
it
mind.
up.
Oh,
So
no, you can
have
get a much
4.
higher rating
I'll
fake
just
sin.
do that.
Yeah.
6.
Okay,
Well, 6
so-
versus the.
Spending my 2 edge for this game, and I have 3 successes.
And I have 3.
Yes.
All right.
And then, so I'm sitting there like confident.
So he like swipes it and like it's all burnt. Swipes again, burnt. You know, like puts the plastic around the outside of the card and
I'll
slides
say,
it through, and it's all deet deet. All right, yep, cool, you're good.
I'll say I just had to get a replacement. Must be still.
So I think that magnetic strip's wearing off, right? Yep, you're good. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
All right.
I'll look
What's it?
over at you guys like I'll see you over.
I'm good. All right, and so MF, you walk up, right? Like, sir, got any allergies?
Nope.
No allergies. So what do you hand them for ID?
My regular ID.
Oh, regular ID. So okay, so it's a real one.
It still has the Evo stamp across it.
Okay, and he's like, oh, hey, cool, hey, Corp man. Hey, you've got corporate access to the lounge. That's going to be right down on the right here, about 100 meters.
Thank you.
Any ailments? Any none of that? All right.
Not at now.
All right. What kind of, are you wearing like shades?
Yep.
Got the big blaze. Like I just had my eyes dilated. You know, right.
Well, I don't need to wear the big ones. I'm wearing,
All right, cool.
the mirrored sunglasses.
All right, okay. All right, they'll let you through. All right. So everybody makes it through.
Okay.
All right. So you're playing boards. When you guys get on the plane, right, before the plane starts to taxi on the runway, the flight attendant comes up. Now, when you get on the plane, Patrick, you're having a difficult time fitting into the seat.
I would have got a seat away from him. Just a side note.
One next to him?
Further. I don't want to be squashed.
Oh, okay. Well, as you get in the seat, they're like, "Sir, you know."
Here's the seatbelt extension.
Right. They
Or
bring the seatbelt extension, but it's not big enough.
So did I get on the plane before them? Or did we
Yeah,
all,
you
like,
boarded
meet
first.
up?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
okay.
boarded first. And, they say, we're really sorry about this, but typically in these types of situations, we would ask the customer to, the passenger to purchase the seat next to them so that they could be more comfortable with the duration of the flight.
Does it prompt that? Like when I was ordering, what did it?
Are you fat?
No, it doesn't. No, it didn't.
Well,
no.
when I
It doesn't
selected-
ask
But it
for
might
weight
say,
or
are you a
anything.
troll?
You had
Actually, it
to
may
put
not say
troll.
that. But
Yeah, when I selected
Oh.
troll, would it have said like we recommend?
It didn't.
It did not.
It did not.
Oh,
Right?
rough.
And so they're like, would there be any problem with that? We hate to ask, but for your safety, we've got to make sure that all passengers are able to securely fasten their seatbelts for the duration of the flight.
Are you asking me to purchase the seat next to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So they come back a few months later with like a point of sale reader, where you like buy refreshments, things like that, and they say, we're going to be giving you some complimentary drinks for the duration of the flight, to offset any inconvenience that we may have caused for you, but you end up paying another 650 new yen for the seat next to you.
Bark.
You have the money for that?
Yeah.
You got 99,000. So you're like, oh, yeah, no problem. So now you've got 2 seats. You're like, hey, this is cool. All right, so you've got 2 seats. You guys get seated. They escort you, and they put you, like, you're up front, like where they're standing, talking and stuff like that. And they come on the loudspeaker, and they start letting the passengers of the plane. We have somebody on board the plane that has a soy allergy. So there isn't anyone sitting within 5 seats of you.
Nice.
Right? Because the
I will
exposure
take
to the soy,
advantage of the
right?
space.
They let them know, if you have things, please, if you're wearing any type of soy-based, perfume or please do not,
Soy leather.
go past this, past your, if you're
little kid with
if you're
soy
eating,
chip dust on his
yeah,
hands.
right,
goes,
exactly,
"Rah."
yeah, that's what it's like. Don't get anywhere near if you've got any kind of soy with you. And so they kind of let it know, and then so you're kind of sitting by yourself, where the rest of you kind of intermingle with the rest of the
Fabulous.
the people.
I'm
No
gonna
man, you
push
got like
him.
this pesky little kid who's like, man.
If I put together that troll is the one she's talking about, then I'm gonna have some words for that before she gets to the.
She's not talking about the troll. She's talking about she's obviously talking about Jelly with the soy.
No,
We
I
all
know.
know she. Oh, actually, no.
When we
man
walked
might
past
not
Patrick
know.
on our way to her special seat that she didn't have to pay for, even though he had to buy the second seat just for.
Wait,
his
so
large ass.
have you met Patrick?
No.
No,
You don't know who the hell Patrick is.
Yeah, so I'm like.
Did I
whoever
say
I'm-
the race?
When you guys go to the gate,
No,
do you
no.
introduce Patrick to the group?
I thought he went on
No,
first.
he was already on the
That's
plane.
what I was
Yeah, he
asking.
boarded first. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you guys got delayed.
So when
and-
we walk past, does he go like, "Hey"?
no, he doesn't know who the hell you guys are.
No,
Because
he
you
saw
told me to
her.
wait at the gate.
He's
That's what I
still at
was
the gate.
told. To wait at the
Plane
gate.
takes off.
Okay, wait.
I thought you said
Let's
someone was
let's
with us.
hammer it out.
Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna say
Does he board first?
he boards first because you guys were delayed
But
in security.
But do you wait at the gate like you were told to do?
I would, if he told me wait at the gate, I would have waited at the gate.
In
Okay.
the meantime, they call your number to be boarded.
I would have stayed.
Okay, you're gonna stay. All right. So by the time you get there, you see Patrick. He's standing there, and you also hear over the loudspeaker. We were looking for Patrick. What's your last name?
Baker.
Baker.
Patrick. Will Pastor Patrick Baker please report to gate 13 for boarding, please? You see he's standing right there. He's like this.
And do you not know how to get on planes?
Jelly, no. Who is this guy? We do not need this guy. What is this?
What's happening here? Is this the new guy?
Yeah.
Look at him. He's loud just standing there.
I'll look at you and I'll walk up. I'll say, "Stand up, big fella."
This is not necessary.
I'm already
This is-
standing.
We are already gone.
Folks, the plane is late already.
Yeah.
Would you please
Yeah,
board
the flight is saying we're boarding. So
I even
Well,
though they're saying that,
Patrick. What's the last name again?
Baker.
Well, Patrick Baker, please report to gate 14 for
What the hell is that
boarding.
name?
Yeah.
So while
It's like Patrick
they're-
Stewart, but I knew that one did.
I'm like pacing off to the side, like, oh my god, this is not happening.
while they're like, we got aboard and everything, I'm just like, I just walk up to you, I just kind of stare in your eyes, and I just like make strong, stern eye contact for like 10 seconds.
Are you walking backwards while he's walking forward down the
No.
gangway?
If he
We're
tries to
just
walk
standing.
away, I say no. So and I
The
say,
lady's
do
like,
you do
"Sir?"
anything?
I'm just staring right at
The
you.
plane's ready to take off, sir.
We heard you the first time.
And I look, and after about 10 seconds, I say, all right, I like you. And I'll just like kind of pat you on the chest and say, let's go, big fella.
I've been getting used to Nomad's neuroses as we've been living together. And he's freaked out like this over like maybe like the mailman coming twice in one day or something.
I mean, I'm the covert ops specialist. This is the antithesis. Of
I know
covert
you are.
ops. He's
I
gonna
know.
Make every mission
He
into
doesn't
a
do well in big
bloodbath.
crowds.
We're not doing a mission. We're hanging out with our friend. We could use
Well,
some
then what's he
extra.
even here for?
He's
Look,
got
we
massive
don't-
muscles. He's huge.
I
We-
sense some hostility.
Dude,
That's
don't
just
worry
Nomad.
about it. That's Nomad.
Kind of like if you took like a Yorkie and put their brain into a tall man.
The two ladies at the gate are just like,
We should
Yeah, they're kinda-
board everybody.
Yeah.
Patrick, do
They're
you
calling
like
your name.
I
Yeah, they called your name twice.
Let's walk and talk.
Okay,
And I'm gonna
okay.
push Nomad into the tunnel if you let me.
All right. You like duck down to get into the tube that goes down. You know,
I'm
the
gonna
ramp.
smile and bow my head a little bit and wave to the whoever, male or female, whoever
Right.
was
Or-
ushering
yeah.
us through. I'm
All
gonna
right.
walk through last.
Okay, I'm herding everyone on
Guys,
the
get
plane.
onto the plane, right? You guys are kind
Oh,
of
that
scattered
happens.
throughout.
Yep.
You know, you've got a little kid next to you. You know, who's like talking to his mom. He's all, "You see that elf?
Look at the tattoos.
Yeah, look at his tattoos, man. Those are cool. I want some of those when I get home." So, you been in many fights? Or you done time? Have you been in prison?
He's gonna groan. Look around if there's some other open seats.
The little
maybe.
kid won't shut
Oh,
up,
there's
and he's just
5
like, "Yeah,
next
dude."
to me.
And like after a while, like it's a little kid, like maybe a 4-year-old. After a little while, you feel like a little finger on your hand. You know, just,
I'll glare at his parent if I possibly can.
Mom's like digging through her purse, doesn't have any clue what the kid's doing. Just like, yeah, that's fine, that's nice. You know, the kid's really intrigued by you. You know, probably never, maybe never seen an elf before or something. You know, like, wow, that's neat. You know, see, you got like tattoo on your hand, something like.
I'm gonna check the flight duration on my ticket.
All right, so the plane takes off.
Thank God.
All right, so you're kind of sitting by yourself. Everyone else kind of scattered throughout the rest of the
Oh
coach.
yeah, I pushed the arm
section.
separations
Armrests up. You're lying
I
sideways.
put my little mask down. I got my neck pillow. I'm sleeping.
The mat says no soy.
It does, yeah. It
Oh
does.
yeah, oh yeah, big time. Yeah, you got like
Yeah.
caution tape around you in the eye.
So there's a spot next to Patrick.
No,
No, okay.
it's pretty full flight because they had to move a bunch of the passengers away from Jelly because of the soy allergy.
Okay, so then I'll sit and basically, as I'm passing Patrick, I'll say, here, newbie, here's some tea. Go ahead.
Where did you get the tea?
You can't bring tea on the
That's right.
Can't bring tea on a
Then
plane.
I'll give him tea
Right
bags.
through the
that's
TSA.
it.
You got the loose
I'll
leaf.
give-
You brought the
yeah.
loose leaf in your hot
Right.
water.
Loose leaf, thank you. I'll give you a couple tea bags. I made this myself.
He's got the whole thing of sun tea. Walks right through TSA.
Slosh, slosh.
Tell me if you like it, and
Okay.
I'll.
thank you. I
Is it like a
appreciate
calming thing or something? Is it?
It's my I gotta remember what my guy's
You can't
name is
steep
actually.
the
I
tea
can't.
in a
what's my
wine
real
service
name?
cup. Well, it's not a bag. It's loose leaf.
Oh, it's loose leaf.
Right,
Did
so
you
he's
tell-
not going
you
to
tell me
steep
it
it.
was
He's going
calming
to
tea?
dust it in there and pour the
Yeah.
water on it.
I'll
So
tell
can I
you,
get one of those barf bags? I'm gonna go sift it through.
Oh my god, I can't actually.
They are
remember my
waterproof,
guy's
right? They don't leak.
I don't know. if
So
they
you
are not.
could make it in there.
No. Get the napkin.
I have to assume
Ask for a coffee filter.
you wouldn't make a barf bag that leaks.
Yeah, that would be
So
good.
I'm pretty sure they're pretty.
Soap blows out.
I'm pretty sure they're waterproof.
Did I ever name myself?
Oh, it's terrible.
What do you mean? Did you ever name yourself?
Oh, thank God!
Your
I
hot
couldn't
hands.
find it on my sheet. I'm like, did I not name myself? Lucas Burton. Yeah, that's right. I couldn't remember my guy's last name. It has
Right
a
at
little
the
brand
top.
on it, and it says Martin Farms, like calming blend.
Just so you know, I don't know that the group necessarily knows what everyone's real name is. Everyone knows my real name because, well, Nomad doesn't. You two know my real name because we've talked about it purposefully.
Jelly would know my real name. Nomad would not. Patrick would not. And
I probably would not.
you probably would not know.
You know? So,
So-
I mean, we run as street runners with tags. So I don't know that you would.
No,
But you're going to give it to Patrick.
Yeah.
Here, take some of this.
No,
If
the
Jelly-
name.
Oh, the name, all right.
Patrick knows his real
Jelly
name.
trusts him.
There you go. Yeah, Jelly hasn't led you down the
Jelly's
wrong
worked with me
direction
for 4 years.
yet.
She
so
trusts me, but
you know you can trust him.
This is
So
calming
you guys come
tea.
into a landing, right? So it's dark. No, it's light. All right, you guys come in. Sorry, I forgot you guys took the red eye. And you come down a landing. So you land and you slow down. You don't taxi all the way to the gate. For some reason, the plane stops on the runway.
Of course
And
it does.
the
Always happens. Always.
and then the captain comes across. Actually, the captain doesn't come over the loudspeaker. He comes out of the cockpit and he says, "Completely sorry about the inconvenience, folks. I'm not sure what's going on. We haven't taxied on to the gate. Apparently, there's some type of power outage, and that's where we're going to stop."
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, it can't be that bad.
Thank you for joining us on another NCRP Productions podcast. We couldn't do this without you, so please like and subscribe everywhere we're found, including YouTube, Facebook, Anchor, Google, Apple, Spotify, and other great podcast sites. If you'd like to help us continue making more content, we'd love to have your support on our Patreon. And if you have any feedback for us, please feel free to comment on our podcasts or email us directly at ncrpproductions@gmail.com. That's ncrpproductions@gmail.com. And we'd like to give a special shout out to our current patrons, MD Parker 4, Chef Francis, Crowman76, Loading Mad Cat, M. Coling, November Stevenson, and Rosix13. Thank you all. We truly, truly appreciate it.